Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wolf's Den today. Today we have Miss Audra Raulins in the house. Audra, how are you today?
Hey, sir. How are ya?
I'm just fine, my dear. Life's treating you good?
Always, always. Better on the upside.
That's the way we like to hear it. So, Audra, this music thing, it's been in your life since pretty much the day you were born?
We little girls. I remember being put on the coffee table, 6 years old, standing in front of Roddy Prophet and Orville Prophet, and Mom saying, "Sing, girl, sing."
Now, the reason you were around all the prophets and everything like that was because of your
My
mother,
mom
right?
was an entertainer long before I was ever born. Her name was Flo Ann Brown. She worked with the Bunkhouse Boys.
And now, is she in one of the halls of fame?
New Brunswick Country Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
And now you yourself, you started out, like you said, around 6 or 7, but
Yeah.
when you were living in Ontario, when you were a teenager, you were a big hit on the radio up there
Well,
then?
I started competing and singing at fairs and festivals when I was about 10 or 11. So I started my stage performance, I guess, at 11. And then Mom took me to Nashville, and I recorded in Nashville at the first time at 13 and recorded my first single, and Rainy Day. Always put a little away for a rainy day. And that was written by Larry Code, who is a Canadian Country Music Hall of Famer as well.
Yeah.
And he's passed now, an amazing producer. And then my next single was out on the radio before I was 15. Yeah.
So how old were you when you came to Nova Scotia?
I was a little older than
A
that.
little older than that? Okay.
I was in my 20s. when I came
Okay.
to Nova Scotia, yeah.
And when you came to Nova Scotia, you got right back into it here. You started doing the open mics and started doing the
Yeah.
competitions and
Yeah,
everything
we
like
lived
that.
in Truro, in North River, and I traveled back and forth to the city trying to get gigs. Single mom, 2 kids, and trying to tooth and nail it again. Because I couldn't drag my mom with me this time. Mom would stand out. Mom would get me into anything. We were in Nashville. She got me into Printer's Alley. I sang with Michael Twitty. I did all these things as a kid. And hit your 20s, you can't make mom do that anymore. So you had to kind of do it yourself.
Yeah.
So
Said, Mommy's not there to help.
yeah, no.
And it's a big, bad world out there when Mommy's
Well,
not
when
there to
it's
help.
in your 20s, it's pretty intimidating.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you persevered and you kept going, and you've
Walked
had the
a few miles now.
Yes, yeah. Just a couple, and you've had the opportunity to perform with some pretty amazing people over these
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, pretty awesome people. George Canyon, Aaron Burchett. Yeah. Yeah, pretty awesome people.
And you've got 3 CDs out. One called "In the Moment," another one called "All That," and the third one called "Audra." And then there is another special little CD that you have, and we'll talk about that later in the show.
Yeah, I also have, before even In the Moment, I have a gospel album as well that I had out for years. So
Now that doesn't surprise me.
yeah, so that was,
How have I not heard that?
well, it was done in the 80s. That's
I was around then.
So, and actually, now that it's coming up, its 30th year anniversary, I'm seriously considering doing a rerun on vinyl. Because it was a cassette at the time.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, vinyl's all the new thing.
Yeah.
So it's funny how everything we had is all of a sudden now it's good again.
It all comes new again.
Yeah, our clothes.
Yeah.
Heck, if I would have known what was going to happen with the fashion, I
You
would have
would've
saved
kept all
all my
those
jeans.
hippie jeans.
I'd be rich.
All those bell bottoms. I hear
tell
you.
ya. Oh my! And the big shoes. Okay, Audra, we're going to listen to 2 of your songs here off of "In the Moment" CD, which we'll call today your first CD.
Yeah.
And one is "Could You Walk a Mile," and the other one is "Strawberry Wine."
Well, Could You Walk a Mile got amazing national coverage, and actually in Europe quite a bit. It got some beautiful coverage in Europe as well.
Now, "Could You Walk a Mile," that was your first adult release, right?
Yep, absolutely. That was I guess you can call that, my first adult release.
Adult release.
And then Strawberry Wine was the remake of Dina Carter's song that I did that CMT picked up on and covered for such a long time. And George Canyon actually gave me the biggest compliment about that song. He told me that I owned it. So.
Well, you got to love that when George is saying that. Ladies and gentlemen,
good man.
For your listening and pleasure off of "In the Moment," the CD by Miss Audra Raulins, Could You Walk a Mile and "Strawberry Wine." And we'll be back after them.
commandments from the time that he was 5. But in the jungles of Vietnam, there was no wrong or right. He was a decorated hero when he stepped down from the train. But still folks in his hometown only made him feel ashamed. Could you walk a mile in that man's shoes when you have no choice? Tell me, how can you choose? Don't be quick to judge till you've been there too. Stop and think for a while. Could you walk a mile in that man's shoes? There was no one there to hold her hand the night her baby came. Just a couple waiting down the hall to give her child a name. At the tender age of 17, she knew a mother's love. To give her babe a life, she knew she had to give her up. Could you walk a mile in that woman's shoes when you have no choice? Tell me, how can you choose? Don't be quick to judge till you've been there too. Stop and think for a while. Could you walk a mile in that woman's shoes? They kicked him and they cursed him as they dragged him down the street. They nailed him to a cross, soldiers gambled at his feet. And though his heart was broken from what they put him through, he cried, Father, please forgive them, they know not what they do. Could you walk a mile in that man's shoes when you have no choice? Tell me, how can you choose? Don't be quick to judge till you've been there too. Stop and think for a while. Could you walk a mile in that man's shoes? He was working through college on my grandpa's farm, and I was thirsting for knowledge, and he had a car. Well, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child. One restless summer we found love growing wild on the banks of the river on a well-beaten path. Funny how those memories, they last like strawberry wine. 17, hot July moon, saw everything. First taste of love My biggest fear was September, and he had to go. Well, a few cards and letters and one long distance call, it drifted away like two leaves in the fall. But year after year I come back to this place just to remember the taste. Strawberry wine, 17, hot July moon, saw everything. First taste of love, oh, bittersweet, green on the vine, like the strawberry wine. The fields have grown over now, a year since they've seen the plow. There's nothing time hasn't touched. Is it really him or the loss of my innocence? I've been missing so much. Like strawberry wine, 17, the hot July moon, saw everything. The first taste of love, oh, bittersweet, green on the vine, like strawberry wine, 17, it saw everything.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wolf's Den today with Miss Audra Raulins. Audra, you like to tour around. You like the circuit, the festival circuit.
Yeah, I've done the circuits. I've done the small circuits, and I've done the big circuits. I've done the national circuits, and then just most recently, in this last couple years, I had the opportunity to do the theater circuit because I was cast in a rock opera, which was something really extraordinary, something new, something fresh. Deception, the rock opera.
I was really hoping you were going to bring that up. I was going to try to sneak it in there, but I'm really glad you brought it up. Please tell us a little bit about Deception.
Katie Day, who is a DJ, morning show with the Bend in Moncton. I won't give you the call out. and John Dunsworth, which is probably one of the most extraordinary men
Amen.
in the theater and in the arts and in film in Nova Scotia, in the Maritimes, in my opinion,
He's
today.
a genius.
Nothing like his character, Mr. Leahy.
No, not
He's
anything.
Probably one of the most wonderful teachers. And so with Katie Day, who is so hungry and such an incredible artist and such a visionary, you should have her. That would be you would have a great interview with Katie. That would be a great day to see that. You and her in the same room for about a half hour. That's almost scary. and John, so we toured the Maritimes. It was an extraordinary experience. Then Katie and I went to England.
Yes.
And we went to Britain's Got Talent. But mostly it was to find out about the theater experience there. And it brought her to life again because she's not done.
No, she's not.
She's
I
already,
talked to her.
She's
Yeah.
already writing the second Deception 2. And so, that was a tremendous thing.
So tell us a little bit about Deception. What exactly was it about?
If I could roll Deception into one story, we all have the garb we put on every day. We all have our titles and who we're supposedly in life. But when it comes down to life and death, does the deception, because I only know part of you. You only know part of me. So there's a little bit of a line of deception there. We only allow each other to see what we allow each other to see.
Exactly.
But when it comes to life and death, does any of that matter? None of it matters. And so that to me was when I read through the script and I was given the line of Gabby. I probably have big everybody chuckles at that. I was given a really wonderful part because I am the only character on stage who gets to not only be interactive with most of the other characters on stage, because they're like little stories within a story, but I also get the opportunity to speak to the audience. So I'm a little crazy. I'm a bag lady on the street, and I have a sidekick called Mumbles who does not talk because I do all the talking. And but I get to enlighten the audience on what's going on, the little pieces of the story and how they tie in, and how in the end we're all in this together. And so for me it was so wonderful because I kind of got to echo the way I feel about life.
Well, I never got to see it, unfortunately, and I wish I would have got to see it.
Oh, you
and
missed
I'm
it. It was a
waiting to see
great
the
time,
second
brah.
one, yes, for sure. And Katie is an amazing, amazing lady. Now, Audra, you do have 3 CDs altogether. Now,
Yep.
I know Deception was an excellent, excellent run, and certainly a learning experience for you.
Incredible. It expanded my acting, which I think as a performer, and a singer, you transfer emotion. So it was having the ability to transfer emotion without that time limit of the 3-minute song or the 4-minute song, that I got to be able to transfer that emotion through a character. So it was really, it was very growing. It was wonderful to be able to still grow. I've always said you're either the fertilizer or the flower.
Yes.
So you can sit dormant in your life and choose to be dormant and just be the dirt, or you can grow. And that was a huge way for me to blossom and to bloom into something more. And I've been on stage so long, and I've done voiceovers and I've done commercial stuff, but I've never had that opportunity to expand in that direction. So that was a wonderful time.
That was how I actually got my original start, was back in high school. I got into drama, and one of my very first mentors was John Dunsworth.
Really?
Yes.
So I did high school drama too. I was Nancy and Oliver.
Yeah.
Papa, that's how it goes.
we used to go to the Dalhousie Drama Festival every year. It was a week-long event, and I was blessed. He was the Grand Marshal of the week, and I took a few classes with him in that, and I got the bug then, and I walked away, and I shouldn't have. I should have stayed in Nova Scotia and pursued it. We're going to listen to Any Other Stone. Now, you got lots of national airplay with
Yes,
that.
a lot of national airplay for all that. Kim Tribble wrote that. He's a Nashville writer. Beautiful man. Yeah.
And we're also going to listen to Almost Called Your Name. Now, that's a very special song to my heart. That's a song written by Richie Oakley. And you do an amazing, beautiful job on it. I just love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, Any Other Stone and Almost Called Your Name, right here on CIOE 97.5.
Touches me the way you used to, covers me when I'm cold, but I just can't say I love him when it's you I want to hold. How can I ever tell him I never should have gone this far? So I'll just keep pretending, 'cause I can't be where you are. Baby, don't you know it's killing me to play but my lips won't lie to me. He's just not in the picture. There it's only you I see. Why can't I just forget you? Loving him like this is wrong, so I'll just keep the secret till I'm back where I belong. Baby, don't you know that I still love you? It's killing me to play this game, 'cause every time I get to loving him, I almost call your name. Baby, don't you know that I still love you? It's killing me to play this game, 'cause every time I get to loving him, I almost call your name. I almost call your name. I almost call your name. Bells rang on a pawn shop door down on Lower Main. She had a beat-up Martin guitar and a second-hand diamond ring. She asked the man with the looking glass, how much will these bring? He said the guitar's worth $100 bill, but the ring won't bring as much as you think. Without love, a diamond is just another stone. When the feeling stops, it's just another shiny rock. It can seem priceless when it's right, or worthless when it's wrong. Without love, a diamond is just any other stone. He said, I can take $50 and buy rings like that all day. Are you sure it don't mean more to you than I'm willing to pay? She took the money, walked away, as I watched with tear-filled eyes. I felt his words break my heart as I realized I was next in line. That's when I knew this diamond wasn't just another stone. No, the feeling hasn't stopped. It's not another shiny rock. It can seem priceless when it's right, or worthless when it's wrong. Without love, a diamond is just any other stone.
have you back in the den, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Audra Raulins in the studio today. Audra, you've put out 3 CDs and then a special little CD besides. The third CD you put out was self-titled, Audra.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, at first I thought it was maybe precocious to name it after myself, but I kind of always have thought my name is original enough it can kind of stand on its own. So
yeah, there's not a lot of Audras out there.
No, not a lot of Audras out there, and not a lot in the music business. There's an opera singer, and I don't sing opera, so
that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I have the volume for it. I think I could, I got the air. I got it. So, but I'm not. I always laugh because I tell people I'm not Miley Cyrus and I'm not Taylor Swift anymore. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I've been on stage for over 35 years.
Yeah.
And and it might be my last album. It might not.
Oh, I don't think so.
This album was a compilation of songs that I grew up on. Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy is probably one of the first songs I ever sang in public. A beautiful old song that I just learned by Stephen Foster. I maybe learned it less than 5 years ago though. Hard Times and Joy to the World. I have from Three Dog Night, and they, my grandbaby. See, I have grandbabies. I'm working on number 4 grandbaby now, so I'm not in my 20s anymore.
Not anymore.
And so, yeah, Carmen, my oldest grandchild, she is on my latest album, and so it was a way for me to pass on these things that I feel like I learned through the industry. Because if we don't learn, what do we do, right?
Yeah,
what's it for? We just get stale.
Yeah. And that's something else that's very, very important to you, too, I know, because I've been around in your life for a few years, but I know how much you value family and friends and stuff like that, and how much it means to you and the support. I know Paul, your husband, certainly is a stalwart person standing behind you.
Beautiful man. I'm really blessed. I am, We are absolutely complete opposites. I could talk all day, and you could talk all day trying to get him to say a sentence.
Say hello, yes,
so that's
I know.
That's why we're such a great team. I talk, he listens. It's great. No, he's a man of few words, but he's a man of an extraordinary wisdom. He's kind, and he's gentle-hearted. I guess I had to kiss a lot of toads before I got the prince.
Well, you found a prince because he's an awesome man, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so we've been able to learn and grow together. So often, so many people grow apart in life. And I've seen people around me grow apart because they haven't taken that energy or effort to grow together. It takes effort. You know that.
Oh, yes.
It takes energy to build yourself as a person, not just to rely on what we learned in our 20s. So, because sometimes that doesn't pan out.
No.
That's not always, that isn't always gospel to quote a phrase. And that we kind of have to learn from those things and move forward, get deeper as a person. And that's where our silver I'm starting to embrace the silver. So
I've embraced it very well.
So some people now will go, wow, you got silver in your hair. Well, it's the hip thing, I'm told now.
Yeah.
So
20-year-olds are now dyeing their hair gray.
Silver.
We can't get out of it, man. We're hip no matter what we do on
there. You go. So I've learned that it's better to walk in love. I love people and to help grow other people grow.
Isn't it an easier walk to walk with lightness in your body and in your heart and in your mind than it is with anger?
Yes. It's not, I don't know if it's easier, but it certainly is lighter.
It is lighter.
You have more friends.
Well, you do.
You have lots more friends.
And the ones that you have are real.
Sincere, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can be real and sincere, that's the magic. Being comfortable in your own skin.
Yes. It takes a long time to get there, and some people never do. And
so there's a couple originals on that latest album that kind of came from that. Is my Paul, "Loving You," the song "Loving You" is his song. There's not a whole lot I can do but just love him.
Yeah.
Love him for who he is. And we need to do that for everybody. To love people where they are at.
People are who they are.
Yeah.
So, off of the CD, Audra, we are going to listen to Lovin' You, and you say this is a song that you wrote about Paul.
Yeah, for my Paul.
Yeah. Well, and the second one, It's Your Story, and there's a little bit of a story that goes behind this. I can remember when you first wrote, or when you first came out with this, and you and I talked about how it got written today, and it was a collaboration with a bunch of people, and most of the stuff that you had written down didn't get there. But Audra, it turned out to be an awesome, beautiful song.
Thank you. There's a line that says, we all have the lessons that we've learned, and it's only us that are in control of the pages that we turn. So it's our story. Make it as big as you want.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get to listen to It's Your Story, but before you do, you're going to hear Loving You by Audra Raulins right here on CIOE 97.5, your community radio station.
You wake me in the morning with your sweet loving kiss. Your tender words, they melt me when we're quiet like this. You swear you wanna keep me for the rest of your life. And each time I ask you, baby, what can I do for you? You say, loving you is all I can do. You lay me down at night. We play toesies to the sunlight. You make me smile each and every day. Oh, baby, who knew life could be this way? Oh, loving you is all I can do. I'll be beside you till the day that I die. There is one thing for certain that I cannot deny. It doesn't really matter if you call me your wife, 'cause living without you, baby, is something I won't do. So loving you is all I can do. You lay me down at night. We play toesies to the sunlight. You make me smile each and every day. Oh, baby, who knew life could be this way? Oh, loving you is all I can do. Oh, loving you is all I can do. When I was was young, I was quick to do what my mother said to me. She gave me all her wisdom, but she let me chase my dreams. She understood and hoped that I would make my own destiny. With faith in my decisions, I can hear her say to me, it's your story, make it as big as you want. You're the author, give it all that you got. A tragedy or a love story, a comedy, it's a mystery, it's your story, make it as big as you want. Now I'm a mother with 2 girls of my own. Each day I have to watch them learn their lessons for their own. Sometimes I would like to cry when they want to be free, but it's not my job to hold them back, it's just to plant the seed. It's your story, make it as big as you want. You're the author, give it all that you got. A tragedy or a love story, a comedy, it's a mystery, it's your story, make it as big as you want. 'Cause we all have our stories, all the lessons that we've learned, but there's no limitations to the pages we turn. 'Cause it's your story, make it as big as you want. You're the author, give it all that you got. A tragedy or a love story, a comedy, it's a mystery, it's your story, make it as big as you want. It's your story, make it as big as you want.
Thanks for sticking around, folks, to the Wolf's Den today. We've got Miss Audra Raulins into the studio with us. Now, Audra, you, what kind of a season have you got built up for you? I know
I'm headed to Kansas in a week.
Are you?
I am headed to Kansas to a leadership conference, Kansas City, yeah.
Okay, and now what have you got lined up for the summer? Now, you said you've been doing some acting, you've been doing some public speaking. Tell us about that. What's going on in your life? What's keeping you busy?
Oh, my dear, Wayne, you and I could talk all afternoon.
No doubt.
Yeah. One thing is I'm not speechless, that's for sure. I learned a long time ago that you've heard me, and I've called it, I mentioned it to you even since we've been talking. I've called you bra a couple times. I learned a long time ago, if you treat every man like a brother, and every woman like your closest girlfriend, you're never misconstrued. Your intentions are never thought to be something that they're not. And I learned that maybe from my mother, but in the music business. Because as a woman dealing in the music business, you kind of had to be, you had to play all ends of the spectrum. And so Silent Witness Nova Scotia, as you know, I have worked with for over 10 years. And Silent Witness Nova Scotia deals with intimate partner violence. And I have been their primary presentation coordinator. I am their ambassador. And I speak to thousands of students about relationships, communication skills. And it was hard for me because coming back and forth, as we mentioned at the beginning of the interview, from Truro back and forth. I was dating a man and ended up in an intimate partner relationship that was violent. And I bit my tongue. I got out of it, fortunately. A lot of people don't. I had a network that helped me. But I learned without shame and blame. Silent Witness taught me that I could talk about it, that I could talk about it with my brothers, and I could talk about it with my girlfriends, and that it was a skill-based issue. So with the experience that Silent Witness has given me, I've been expanding my public speaking.
Good for
and I've
you.
been talking about skill-based, how life is a skill, how we can build on our skills, and that we don't have to live our life with blame or shame, not only in intimate partner relationships, but in all our relationships, because life is relationships.
Well, I think we should be upfront with people. I don't think we should be rude with people, but at the same time, I think we should be candid with people. I mean, you can tell somebody something without being rude.
Right. But that's a skill too, right?
Well, it is. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be one of those people that can tell somebody how to get somewheres and they're going to enjoy the trip, well, that's a skill. So, my dear.
Well, I'm enjoying the trip.
Good.
It's been hard. It's a lot of self-examination. But I'm growing. I'm still growing, and can't say that for everybody.
No.
I'm grateful to still be growing, to be able to know that my story isn't over, that I'm responsible for me, but yet in a positive manner, I can still shine light. I can still put a lovin' on people and hopefully do something that reciprocates that to other people again, and so on, like the old hair commercial. You pass it, pay it forward.
Yeah, you tell two friends. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if we can share that opportunity to grow and take a little bit of a responsibility for ourselves, and Silent Witness will always be an incredible teaching tool. It was incredible for me. I spoke about my intimate partner violent situation only 5 years after I got out of it. 5 years of silence, I wore blame. 5 years of silence, I wore shame. I wouldn't let anybody know.
How many people will carry that for a lifetime?
Yeah, why?
And why?
And
Yeah.
how it affects us,
Yeah.
how we look at the world.
Well, as soon as you talk about stuff like that and you get the poison out, I mean, it's like anything else. As soon as you start to give it the treatment, it becomes less, and eventually it goes away. Now, will it leave a scar? It may, but you know what? Scars are just tells us that we've been somewhere and that we learned something, or at least we should have learned something, because we shouldn't have another scar like it.
I've got some beautiful scars.
I've got some amazing ones myself. Now, speaking of being out there, are we going to get an opportunity? Have you got anything booked up for the summer, or are you going to be?
Nothing at this time.
No?
So if anybody's out there, I have a couple in the works. Let's say
Okay.
nothing confirmed at this time, but I have a few in the works, and I think you and I will be bumping into each other on stage in the Maritimes.
Well, I hope you're the one doing the singing.
Well, I think I won't reveal it, but maybe I'll let you reveal it sometime in the near future. What's
Okay.
going on?
Yeah. We were talking before the show today about an event, and I just have to do some calendar research. But if it's there, I'll definitely be on board to help you. Audra, it's been absolutely amazing.
We could talk all day, couldn't we?
Yes, we could, because we have in the past. We're going to listen to Speechless.
You know I'm not.
And Stand in the Rain. And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping into the Wolf's Den today. Be kind to each other, and don't forget, It's time to hug the ones you love. So, to end the show, again, Audra, thank you so much, and we're going to listen to Speechless, Stand in the Rain. And Stand in the Rain is a song that you wrote for a benefit.
It was written by Leslie Monahan, who is a New Brunswick volunteer for Silent Witness Nova Scotia. So it is a song that I have sang all over the province to thousands of students.
And this is a fundraising song, right?
It is, yeah.
How do we get your gear quickly?
Yes, AudraRaulins.ca, AudraRaulins.com. You can find me on there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can find Audra Raulins on there. Now we're going to listen to her music. Thanks for tuning into the Wolf's Den right here on CIOE 97.5, your community radio station.
I can hold my own in a conversation, conflict or debate. I'll keep up with the girls while we're sharing on a date. I can talk, circles go round and round with mama all day long. But to tell you how much I love you, baby, I wrote it in this song. I am speechless, my words get in the way to tell you how much you mean to me, baby. What more can I say? I am speechless, my words get in the way to tell you how much I love you, baby. What more can I say? Ooh. You're not a man of many words, your actions speak for themselves. You're true, loyal, and faithful, I know better than anyone else. We've come through the testing fire, come out as pure as gold. They can say what they want about us, I know down deep in my soul. I am speechless, my words get in the way to tell you how much you mean to me, baby. What more can I say? I am speechless, my words get in the way to tell you how much I love you, baby. What more can I say? I'm glad that Barbara Walters doesn't have me on TV, 'cause with you right there beside me, baby, I know just how I'd be speechless. My words get in the way to tell you how much you mean to me, baby. What more can I say? I am speechless, my words get in the way to tell you how much I love you, baby. What more can I say? To tell you how much I love you, baby, I got nothing more to say. Now I'm done talking. I have no voice, I feel no pain. I'll stand beside you each step of the way. I'll see you through, there's work left to do, so no more lives will be lost in vain. I'll stand in the rain. I'll take my place, though you can't see my face. You can't see my eyes, all the tears that I've cried. You can't feel my heart, but I'll do my part to bring awareness from out of the dark. I'll do my part. I'll stand in the rain, I'll stand in the snow. I'll carry my message wherever I go, to bring peace and healing, to help the world's pain. I'll stand in the rain. I'll stand in the rain, I'll weather each storm, in hopes that compassion will one day be the norm. My voice may be gone, but my spirit is strong. I'll stand in the rain. Don't turn away, don't close your eyes. My friend, it's time to realize there's a lot to do. So reach out your hand, we'll heal the pain across this land. Together we'll stand. We'll stand in the rain, we'll stand in the snow. We'll carry our message so people will know. Our voices are gone, but our spirits live on. We'll stand in the rain. We'll stand in the rain, we'll weather each storm in hope that compassion will one day be the norm. Our voices are silent, our spirits remain. We'll stand in the rain. If we all work together, we'll see a new day. We'll stand in the rain.